So now that the VMAs are done with and over, Selena Gomez is one of the main celebrity that is going viral because of the shady faces and petty reactions that she has been giving and doing in front of the cameras while others were on stage performing or when the nominations were being made, from Olivia Rodrigo to Nicki Minaj and Chris Brown. So her response was like, I refuse to become another meme in front of the internet, or look for the internet to just basically kind of like bully her and bash her and talk shit about her. And one of my VMAs readings, the one that I have done just before this one, I have said in the first minutes, within the first minutes, there's going to be a loss of shade, and within the last minutes too, there's going to be a loss of shade that is going to be cut up on camera. I am going to make a post about the stuff that I have been accurate in within that. And if you'd like to watch it, please go ahead and be my guest. You can. But as I was saying, that it has got a lot of petty moments and petty reactions out of people, from her to just like other ones, and lots of people were going to have fun. Taylor Swift was one of them. She was having the night of her life because I mean she scored most of the wins, and she has gotten everything she wanted, and she was having the most fun. And I was raised about other stuff which was like Nicki Minaj related and female rappers related, as I said in the other reading. But yeah, this was just the main things I've wanted to say. But I also wanted to get into Selena Gomez energy with the VMAs and in the VMAs, because at the VMAs, because I just want to know what's really what's going on. So let's just get to see exactly this. So the first thing we are going to be asking will be about her energy back then. So let's go. Okay. So let's see. This is going to be about Selena Gomez. Selena Gomez, Selena Gomez, Selena Gomez, Selena Gomez, Selena Gomez, Selena Gomez, Selena Gomez. She's really going through it. Like you could just see it in her face that she has something going on for her there. She's feeling something here. She feels like whatever she's doing, she's going to um get bullied for, or like people are just getting kind of like bored with her, and she feels like whatever the case is, she's not getting the same treatment anymore. Like people are going to, not sympathize with her and bash her regardless of whatever that she's doing. And she's really feeling like everybody is leaving her behind, and she's feeling very insecure. This is the energy of an insecure woman. Okay, so okay. So I have BPD just like her. So therefore I know how she can feel. I literally know what a BPD person can do at times when they just want the whole motherfucking world's attention on them, to fall on them. So at times people can stay right through her and just call out her bullshit, but then she will try to mask it by just saying anything else. So yes, our brain does send them quicker, does jump from a thought to another. Yes, we can be all over the place mentally, but she uses it in a way that will always make her the victim. She always victimizes herself in some scenarios that do not need that shit, just so she can get that moment of, little victory that she can feel in order for her not to feel as bad anymore. So she might make other people feel bad just for her to feel more better and superior. So let's see. She's worried that her stardom isn't the same anymore, that her stardom is being, kind of like dimmed, and that people are finding her boring, and she's insecure about that. She feels like everybody's kind of like walking away from her. And I mean, sure, yeah, the money is coming in from other endeavors, for like Rare Beauty and her acting career, but the single one, she does not see it the same way anymore. It's like whatever she puts out there and whatever she pours out there, it's not working. It's not helping her in any case and in any way. So let's see. Selena Gomez. Yeah, she's really going through it mentally, because she want to act like everything is fine and everything, but you can see that she is not doing good. She's not doing good, and she's trying to, kind of like bounce back and balance herself up, but it's not something that is working. just because she keeps overstressing herself and just carrying way lots more burdens than she could carry, just because she want to act like everything is fine. And she just, like, she shows people this everything is not fine, but at the same time she waits and expects a treatment, like a special type of treatment, which is crazy to me, because everybody deals with something. I'm not minimalizing like what she's going through whatsoever, but everybody just has something going on in their life. Like, not everybody is going through the most amazing times and everything. But at the same time, she keeps burdening herself with lots of stress. She's overworking herself still. She's going through it, and she is tired. And she feels tired, and she looks tired too at times. So let's see. Let's get one more card about her general energy. Yeah, she feels like she always has to defend herself. She feels like, I don't want to keep defending myself. Like, it's exhausting. I refuse to just be put in that position where I have to say some shit about how I'm feeling, or if I have to just defend myself from the way that everybody, her, who, like, everybody who can say shit about me, her, him, you, them, anybody else. Like, I don't want to say shit about anything. I just want to be at peace. So when she said that story, when she posted that story, she meant it. She meant it because she feels like, to her, it's like, I always have to defend myself. I always have to go an extra mile, just because I have to make everything clear and extra clearer, just so that people can leave me alone. Like, yes, she does get bullied. Yes, people do shit on her. But at times, I am just going to say this and take it with a grain of salt. At times, she be looking for that shit because of the way she be reacting, and by the way she just looks at shit. But yeah, other than that, she is focusing on, coming up with new shades for her makeup brand, overworking herself. I feel like working for her, especially like Rare Beauty, is a brand that she made to comfort herself and to, feel as confident as she used to, and because she loves doing what she does. She loves playing with shades. She loves being creative. She loves making makeup palettes, I think. I don't know what does she have on that brand. I know about the blushes and lipsticks because I see them everywhere. I want to buy them, but they're not around here in my country, in my city, sorry. But she does love stuff like that, and she's going to be coming up with more exquisite, is what I'm hearing, shades. There might be something about a fall collection. If not, then, like lots of orange, brownish hues, reddish, orangish again. And she loves doing that. She loves taking care of that, because that she feels like that's her field. That's where she gets to be the most creative, the most feminine, the most tender, and she loves that because she feels like that's a grown woman business. So now that we just stepped into her energy, I feel like, as I was saying, that's Rare Beauty is her way of coping with shit. So, like, whatever happens, she knows that she got that to fall back into. And, like, no matter if people do not see her as the singer or like as that star anymore, she's worried about that, about people just forgetting about her being a singer and just, not feeling her songs and shit like that. She knows that she still got that to back her up. So now let's move into her general energy at the VMAs. This was just a general read about that because I wanted to tap into her energy at the VMAs, but we focus on the general one instead. So let's focus on the VMAs now. Okay. What was Selena Gomez's energy at the VMAs? What was going on with her at the VMAs? I saw how she would be looking uncomfortable and would just like look around trying to find just something to look for, and just basically not fidgeting and not feeling confident, or not confident, but like not feeling like she's herself, or just like as much as in her elements as she would love to claim. Yeah, her mind was racing. Her mind was all over the place. Like, I just want to get out. Like, she was just waiting for her, I feel like, nomination, and to see if she won the award or not, just for her to, like, basically make her run for it there and just dash by the place. So let's see, what was She's very protective of her energy though. Like she's, I can say that much. Okay, let's see. What was Selena Gomez's energy at the VMAs? What was Selena Gomez's energy at the VMAs? Yeah, she was. Mm-hmm. As I said, she was very much all over the place. Like her mind was racing and reeling with stuff. She was not feeling, fully confident or just, fully happy. Mentally, she was everywhere and all over the place. She was going through it. She was not happy to be there. She felt like she was not feeling in her element. She was not that happy. She was really anxious though. Like she felt like she had to just basically kind of gear up and get ready to go there. Like that would have taken a lot from her. I do not think she has like social anxiety, but it's definitely something here. Like there is lots of anxiety in here, feeling like, do I really have to go there? Do I really need to do this? And they were like, you have to go and be there. Like even Taylor, like your best friend, is going to be there. So you can be there. Can you create that moment? It's kind of like they coaxed her into going there. Like we're going to be there. You're going to be okay. Everything's gonna be fine. Let's see, what was her energy at the VMAs? What was Selena Gomez's energy at the VMAs? Oh, I was saying that she is also very protective of her energy. So like, you just kind of have really to study her or just look at the subtle hints and everything. But she was trying to not be so forward with some of her reactions, but it has gotten the best of her. And she also, let me see this before I even say this. What's she doing that? Like she tried to not be doing a lot about stuff, but she didn't realize that it was that obvious, like on her face. She didn't know that it was going to be shown as her face that she is not enjoying that, or she's not as pleased and as happy as you think that she is by being there. It definitely created lots of mess. It definitely did create lots of viral moments on the internet, like everywhere. Instagram, X, which is Twitter. But yeah, she knew that making appearance there is going to, get her boost up in a way. She was, trying to have fun and just be by herself and everything. She did I think win an award. She did take her prize and everything, and after she just took that, she took off and left. Like that's what was shown there, that she just took off and left the place. Like that's one of the main things why she was there. And when she saw how everybody's taking her reactions out of apparently place for her, she made that story because she's like, I refuse to let anybody just come at me because of shit like that. I refuse to just let them try to paint me under certain lights and whatever, just because I need to control my facial expression. So she just came up front about it and just said that I refuse to let y'all tarnish me, and I refuse to just be the laughing like sack, I'm sorry, of the internet. Now again, it really does get to her and really does make her feel a certain way. Like she does not appreciate when people do shit like this to her, so she just had to make it known. But even if she did so, like they're still going to talk. Like no matter what she does, it's the internet. Therefore, everything can happen a certain way, and she knows better. It's just she can't help herself. She can't help but actually like respond and clap back. So it's like funny to me in a way, but whatever makes her happy. She just deals with a lot of toxic behaviors and toxic shit, and in a way she is trying to like break those habits and break out of those cycles, but she's not trying hard enough, because instead of that she just kind of like embrace those stress. I mean, sure, yeah, it is a way of healing and dealing with shits, but she embraces them and just sits comfortably in that space. So it's like when you're not trying to be that shady, you are looking that shady. So like make up your mind. Let's see her energy at the VMAs. Oh, I mean, she did not try to, like, she tried to be subtle, but she didn't think that it was going to create such an issue. But at the same time, she knows what she does. She was not very happy with shit because, like, um, I'm just gonna say that it's like she knows is going to definitely be the talk of the basic. Okay, I'm gonna say be the talk of the town, or just like be something that people are going to definitely notice. But at the same time, she's so far up in her anxiety and anxious mind that she did not just. Okay, so I see that the noise that she heard in like Olivia Rodrigo's performance kind of did trigger her in some ways, and it did make her feel much more anxious because it did remind her of something before. But at the same time, like when she said she heard a noise, she was being truthful. She definitely has lots of mental anxiety and lots of emotional like panicky energy and reactions to stuff but also at the same time she's yeah, like whenever she's put into a certain position where she feels like she has to defend herself, she comes out and says stuff and lashes out basically in a way, and she comes off as somebody who is kind of like angry all the time or sad all the time or just blunt and just bitchy basically. Yeah, as I was saying, I'm sorry. I was saying that she just likes feels much more comfortable in her toxic habits than the need and like want to fight it off and fight it away. She just relishes in those toxic habits and patterns because those are like she has a very unhealthy and stupid emotional unhealthy coping mechanisms. That's all I'm gonna say. What was Selena Gomez's energy when it came to the VMAs? How was she feeling at the VMAs? Like she really yeah. Let me see. Yeah, she was just remembering all of the shit that she got reminded of and just feeling like she was trying to not stir up some shit or just bring up any other reaction and any other type of conversation. Like she was just trying to be stoic about shit and just be sitting there and not doing anything, but she couldn't help it. Like when she would just like her face gave her away. Like she was feeling anxious and shit, but at the same time her reaction just made it look like she was just being she's just kind of like being doing too much and just doing being extra basically and doing way too much and acting like a diva in some ways, like she was too good to be in that same space as others and shit. In a way it did definitely give her more promotion and just like more talks and shit like that. So she just needs to know her audience and know what she needs to do. But I do see her actually like fueling that shit even more and saying something else or just basically putting something out there too that's going to look like she's making this for publicity stunts or whatever, but she's really just angry and holding herself back. But at the same time, if she keeps hearing shit like this and if she keeps seeing people just gossiping about her and just saying other shit about her and just being petty and just making speculations and whatever, she's definitely going to like respond and clap back and just be looked at as this angry frustrated person. But she's doing this because she feels like this shit is unfair to her, and you're tarnishing my name and you're trying to make me sound like I'm a bad person, like I don't love those people and whatever, but I do love them and I have love for them and everything. So she's still going to clap back if she feels like everybody's ganging up on her and bullying her. So there is that too. Let's see. This was just her general energy, like how she was feeling, what was going on with her. She was really triggered by some of those sounds, and she was really triggered by her own emotions and her own anxiety and anxious patterns and the way she copes with shit. Like her mind was all over the place. She was feeling left out. She wasn't feeling in her element, and she was like, when is it going to end? Like she felt like she didn't get the attention that she should be receiving and everything. So she just decided to walk away and just go to the after party, like get her prize and whatever, and go to another place where she's going to party with other people and just have fun, which I think was the after party that she went to. But yeah, she did go there. So let's see. Now we're gonna ask about her reaction when Olivia Rodrigo was performing. Okay, so at so let's see. At wait, I'm learning how to just do like longer readings and just kind of like take timestamps into consideration and stuff. So we're getting somewhere. Let's see. Why was she reacting that way to Olivia Rodrigo? Like I did say that she got triggered and stuff by the sounds and whatnot. The type of like explosion or something that had happened in her performance. Like I saw it, but I was so interested to see. I was watching Lil Wayne's one. Oh, I love that man. But hold on. Why was Selena Gomez reacting that way to Olivia Rodrigo? Why was Selena Gomez reacting to Olivia Rodrigo's performance that way? Let's see what was going on then when she reacted that way. What happened? Oh my god. It's a lot. Wait. What happened? Selena Gomez to react that way to Selena Rodrigo. Oh, she was not feeling the performance at all. Interesting. Mm-mm. She was definitely It is killing me. Wait. Oh my god. Oh my god. I don't want to say these, but hold on. I'm gonna cry. This is so funny to me. Hold on. Oh my god. Um. Okay. Wait. Um. It's like she was, I don't want to say, okay, so she wasn't jealous of her per se. She was jealous of the reactions that she was getting. Okay. Okay. Um and she was looking at her in a way that's it's like she was thinking of other stuff. But like when she heard that sound, she just kind of like jumped out of her skin because she was snapped out of whatever she was thinking of so quickly, you know? And it's like they just pictured that moment and that made her feel angrier because now they're going to run with the narrative that makes me look like I am jealous or like I am angry at her or just I do not mess with her or like I don't like her. But let's see, how does she feel about Olivia Rodrigo? Since we're at it, how does Selena Gomez feel about Olivia Rodrigo? How does she feel about Olivia Rodrigo? Ooh. She definitely she definitely likes her. She does like her. She wishes they can work together. I mm, I don't want to say that maybe Olivia turned down one of her like collaborations or like one of them turned the other down. So it might be Rodrigo who like I honestly see Olivia wanting to work with Taylor more than wanting to work with Selena. Or like, okay, so I don't see them like meshing well with one another either way. Like neither with Selena or with Taylor, because obviously they wanna mold Olivia into another Taylor, but that's for another reading, another conversation, of course. I do see her, seeing Olivia working and making movements for herself, and making a name out there for herself too, and building a fan base and just working everything. But at the same time, she's just looking at that and she's like, I used to do that shit too. I used to be here that way too, and feeling like she kind of like rejected her or like did not take her up on one of her offers, so she's kind of like leaving that shit behind her, but at the same time feeling a certain way that Olivia is getting all the attention from people from the general public and wishing that she can get the same reactions as well. She's like, I wish I can get the same things without having to go through everything that I'm going through. Like she is having it way too easier. So So definitely there is something here that makes her feel like, she is not fucking with her, because she isn't. Like, she does see how she's making a name for herself and the money moves and all that shit, but on that other level, like, she does not, know her that well, but she wasn't very fond of the way she was performing. She wasn't very fond of that shit. Like, she tried to keep her face intact and just rested and everything, but when she heard that, no, she's like, where is the professionalism? Basically, where is all that shit? Like, we could we could have done so much more better than just shit like this. And I'm just like, see, like, girl, you're in no place to motherfucking judge. Like, please, you know. So let's get more. It's like, she definitely was feeling jealous of the way the public is viewing Olivia, and definitely jealous of the way that, like, she gets to perform. Like, they chose her to perform and she's given this shit. Like, she definitely was, yep. She was not very happy. It's like it's like she's saying that the moment that her face kind of like changed, or her expression changed towards Olivia, that's what they wanted to picture, but they didn't picture me just, vibing to the song, or just having a resting face and just, a blank face basically. But they decided to just choose that, to picture that moment where my face has changed, or when that type of like incidents happened then. So it's like they just are trying to dig deeper into something that they have no business in trying to showcase to the public. Like, those are my personal feelings over something that she and I maybe had gone through. Maybe, I'm saying maybe, but showcasing my personal feelings or just my personal reactions just to get a rise out of me and just to stir up many pots. So yeah, let's see. Selena Gomez's reaction towards Olivia Rodrigo. Yeah, she's not very, like, fond of the way they're painting this picture. But as I said, she's definitely respecting her artistry and the way she is moving and stuff like that. She's just feeling jealous over the attention that she is getting. See? Over the attention that she's getting and the flowers that she's receiving, or like the way the public was cheering her on and was, reacting to her, interacting with her and shit. And yeah, like, yeah, that did make her feel angry, and that did make her feel a certain way. And it's just with her, it's going on with her, and not just like because it's Olivia, but it's with her. Like, I wish it was the same thing for me. It's just, feeling like now I just have to make sure that it's not blown out of proportion, and it's not, taken the wrong way. And yeah, it's just going to be like add adding more into the picture that it should have been, and that's what's making her angrier even more. So it's like, now I have to clear up the pictures, and now I have to just, make sure that I do not have an issue with her, and show them that I do not have a problem and everything, and that I am still rocking with her. So it's like, maybe that is what will bring them together, or maybe that is something that is going to um make her see shit differently, and just makes her take another approach to the situation. Interesting, very interesting. We're just gonna have to keep a close eye to that. Now let's move into the next one, which is one of the main things I want to ask. So, her reaction to Nicki Minaj. Like, let's talk about that. Let's see. Okay, the most interesting part is okay, why the stink face? Why did Selena Gomez react that way when Nicki Minaj was announced? Why did Selena Gomez react that way when Nicki Minaj was announced? Why? Okay, it's because of something that has happened in the past that she is still stuck on. Let's see. Ooh, let's see. Um, let's see. It's something here that has to do with like being stuck in the past and just wanting to move forward from that, but you're just like your mind won't let you. You're deliberately kind of like still thinking about that. Hmm. Okay. Interesting. Let's see. Selena Gomez's energy and reaction towards Nicki Minaj when she was announced to go out there. I think when she was like, nominated and just that announced as a winner. So it's one of them. But anyway, yep. It's because of something. Um, yeah. Okay. There is a lot to unpack here. So let's take it slow. Let's get more clarification on what is okay. Oh, interesting. Very interesting. It's because like she knows that both of them like are way two different women. It's like okay, so her relationship with Nikki is like the opposite of her with Taylor because that's like the dynamic that they have together. I don't see like I have never seen Nikki kind of like shade Selena, but Selena was kind of making it clear when she performed or like when she had the song with Cardi Cardi B that she chose the side she chose. But at the same time, it's like she just knows that her and Nikki are way too different, and like of course she shows her that she is not like feeling a certain way about her or whatever. But when it's like they do not see eye to eye, but at the same time like those differences are respected because like it's not something that just can happen. It's just agreeing to disagree, and just we have so many differences there that there is like no there is nothing there to discuss with us. I am free to just do whatever I do is just like react whatever however I want to react, just because there is no professional relationship or whatever that is binding us together basically. So let's get more cards about what issues is stuck on when it comes to Nikki. What is going on? Selena Gomez, and how did she react to Nicki Minaj at the VMAs, of course, at the VMAs. It's like okay, what I'm hearing is her and Nikki are two like different polar opposites. So that's one of that's one of the things why they just can't like mesh together and just can't see eye to eye. It also has a lot to do with the way shit was handled back then, and it's the way that she sees um how it's like she does not know how to feel about Nikki, and it's like I don't know. It's like she feels like she has to be a certain way in order for her to just kind of like be around Nikki. But at the same time, it's like yeah, there is like really no type of love between them, or just like no type of just any good emotions. If anything, those are like really um numb reactions because why is she being there? Like, is she, did she really deserve that win? Basically, in some ways, she's like, she's way too obsessed with all of those accolades that she's getting. I just can't be dealing with shit like that. Like, she's too deceptive for me. She's like too deceitful for me. She's not the type of person I will be seeing rocking with on the daily basis, which is crazy because your friend is literally Taylor Swift. But let's not get there. Yeah, she feels like it's something that has to do with her not being able to just be something around Nikki again. So why were the long faces? It's because she feels like she did not just she did not deserve that, and she was not just like she feels like she was not working to get that type of like award. She was not that hard working when it came to that. She knew that her fans are the ones who are carrying all that shit, and she feels like why is that something, why does she deserve to win that? Oh my god. Oh girl, do not say that shit out loud to people. You're going to get skinned alive by the barbs, child. Like, don't even try to say that shit out loud. Oh Lord. Let's see. It's like I just, like I don't have to say something about that, but at the same time, like if that just will keep kind of like um, escalating. I'm sorry. Then she's so it's translated in French. My bad. Then she's going to have to, like give us a rest or just kind of like say a comments about it, saying that, like I respect her, I like her, she's a pioneer in the game, or like, she's doing whatever she's doing, she's powerful, she's good, she's cool, she's whatever. Although she's definitely feeling stingy with something that has happened between her and Nicki. Let's see. I don't know, 'cause I feel like it's literally like personal. It's just her personal view for this. Because literally, I don't see Nicki doing shit to her. Except, saying that, gotta keep an eye out for Selena is definitely something that that makes her feel a certain way. I didn't want to make the connections between saying that, like between all of this and Justin Bieber, because I do not want to get into that shit. But I don't want to say that it has something to do with it. But there is a slight chance with that being something and having to do with this too, but not within like the bigger picture. But she definitely does see Nicki as someone who definitely respects herself, but at the same time someone who is extremely selfish and just doesn't see beyond whatever is there, and definitely sees her as someone who can be singy, just always a show off, bragging, and like a little bit self-centered, and just really like it's always like the same thing. Like she didn't grow, she didn't do shit. Oh girl, you're not the one to be talking about all that shit, like please. But she didn't expect this to be happening or taking place. Like she didn't expect people to just see their reaction the way they saw it. So it's like, now this is something extra I have to worry about too now. So let's see. Selena Gomez's reaction towards Nicki Minaj at the VMAs. Nicki Minaj at the VMAs. Oh, like of course, she does listen to her songs. I don't know if she ever was caught listening to some lately, but she's like, I grew up listening to her. She always, she loved Nicki Minaj. So like, what changed now? It's something that has happened that made her perspective change. That made it feel like I just gotta avoid her at all costs, or just, like I don't want to be seen doing something just called liking something about her or doing something about her. So let's see. Selena Gomez's reaction towards Nicki Minaj at the VMAs. Yeah, she definitely is not rocking with her, and she definitely sees her as, somebody who can be deceiving and just, looks way too charming and just is too arrogant and too cocky. And she definitely doesn't rock with her that way and doesn't fuck with her that way. And there's definitely lots of mixed emotions and mixed reactions in the mix too. And there is that type of like moodiness. She's very moody when it comes to Nicki. Like one day she's liking her, the other one she's switching that. So they just call her that way that day. Like there is definitely the energy of her feeling like Nicki is a sneaky person, and just feeling like this is something that, like, oh, I'm sorry, this is something that she wasn't beckoning, you know. So she definitely does see her as, a person who bullies others. Stereotypical people's view on Nicki Minaj, she definitely does see her as that too. A jealous person who kind of like bullies others just for the hell of it, a bitchy person and shit. And she also sees her as someone who, you need to kind of like look out for. And let's see, why did she react that way? Yeah, I do feel, yep. She reacted that way, but she didn't think that, it was going to get caught up, because it was just an impulsive reaction. Like, she couldn't control that reaction. It was a genuine reaction, as the mention of Nicki. So that should be telling everybody a lot, like really a lot in there. So it's like, you know how she feels about her, no matter how hard and, no matter how she will be twisting the story when it comes to that like specific reaction, but she definitely does not rock with her. So yeah, those are her energies. This is Selena Gomez's energy and tarot reading when it came to the VMAs and how she reacted to stuff and how she took stuff close to heart and how she was dealing with everything. So yeah, let's just see how this will be turning out from now on. She always be taking that route of just having to defend herself and making stories and commenting under specific posts on IG, on TikTok, sharing stuff, liking stuff, and shit like that. So we know the tactics, and we should just really be aware of lots of the stuff that she does and how she reacts to stuff because those are her original, really, genuine ways of reacting to stuff because she wears at times her emotions at her sleeves when she doesn't be calculated with them. So you just have to really gauge out her reactions that way. So as I was saying, this is Selena Gomez's VMAs reading and the aftermath and after party of it all. So let's just see how everything else will be turning out. And yeah.